Hello and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul communicator and growth mentor. I have a reading today for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm also going to create an extended version. The link will be in the description below. And we'll go deeper into whatever comes up and kind of get even more information for you. We'll also be looking at the soul message, what your soul is trying to teach you from this reading. Okay, so let's see where you are at this point, Libra. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, nice. Okay, and let's look at your environment. Give me two for that. They've been giving me two for the environment cards. The Fool, so this is energy around you, and the Fairy Lilt. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles for you. This feels like the energy of laying a new foundation, starting something from a more stable position. I'm feeling for someone that this is indeed a relationship. And this energy is kind of helping you be a little more careful and helping you move a little slower as you are in this new space, laying this new foundation. In the past, you may have felt the urge to rush things or jump to conclusions, but right now this energy has you doing kind of one step at a time, one thing at a time, and you're trying to be very careful about not jumping to conclusions and not kind of projecting yourself into the future before you have all the information. Now, your energy, your environment has a couple very conflicting energies. You see that the Fool walking one way, the Fairy Lilt or the Temperance card going the other way. So we've got the Fool on one hand, you're pulled to try something completely new, and it actually kind of feels like it's going against this energy, where this is just saying, take a risk, don't ask questions, just jump, don't even worry about it, just go. And there are times when that's good. But we also have the Fairy Lilt, which is kind of almost do nothing. In fact, from both of these cards, there is a commonality of do nothing because something bigger has you in its grasp and is kind of dictating which way you need to go. But what these are both saying is that your awareness needs to be really up there, Libra. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be afraid of. I know you're feeling very cautious right now, but just keep your awareness big and keep your awareness open so that you're willing to see things that you may never have considered or that you haven't seen before. This is definitely not the time to get stuck in habitual patterns of thinking or assuming that you know the outcome because you've maybe seen a similar thing in the past. There's something else happening here. We've got this alchemy going on with the Fairy Lilt where she's transforming this situation into something else. And the Fool is kind of like there's a divine spark or a divine gift in all this. So this isn't the energy of drawing conclusions, but it is the energy of walking carefully through what's in front of you, okay? Not because there's anything bad, but just because you don't want to miss anything. Little thing I like to do when I go to markets or bazaars or that kind of thing, I actually like to walk through everything first before buying something because I want to see everything that's available. It's happened to me too many times where I'll get caught at the beginning in this one spot and I'll spend all my energy and attention and, resources right there only to find a couple stalls down that there's something else that actually I would have liked. So that's, I feel like, I know it's a silly example, but that's kind of what's going on here, is just be open to what you're being shown. Be open to what you're seeing and keep your awareness very heightened and very alive. Okay, let's look at beneficial and challenging energies coming to you at this time. For both. All right. Sorry, my guys are talking to me. Nine of Swords being the challenging energy, worries about the past. Again, feeling like you can't fully let go of the past because it might happen again. They are saying for someone that your sleep is a bit off right now, and that sleep being off is clouding your judgment. So it's really important that you get yourself in a better sleep pattern. There's also a feeling of being afraid to go to sleep. And I want to... Okay, they're kind of going in multiple layers with this one. Being afraid to go to sleep is the same thing as keeping your awareness expanded, you know. Going to sleep means you're unaware of what's happening, right? You don't know what's going on in front of you. And they're literally saying, so it's funny because when I drew these cards, they said they were both the challenge and both the benefit. Usually it's one card for each, one card for challenge, one card for benefit. But there's a double message in both of these cards. They're saying, be afraid of falling asleep spiritually. Be afraid of being oblivious. Be afraid of turning your awareness off. Okay, that's on one hand. That's on one level up here. But on the other level, it's okay to let go of the past. It's okay to let go of the way things have been. It's okay to get better physical sleep. And it's okay to, it really is okay to let go. All right? Part of the reason why we're being so cautious here is that we're afraid of being burned. We're afraid that we might make another mistake again. And when you are holding on to the fear of making a mistake, you are drawing that mistake closer to you. When you want to move forward in a new way, but you're still hanging on to a fear about the past, you're carrying that with you. It's like a barnacle or like some kind of little Klingon, like what are those gross things, like a lamprey, you know, that those little sucker fishes that go into the host fish and they're parasites. And so that poor host fish is swimming around with these parasites clinging on. It stays in your energy field and it still works as an attractive force. Okay? So your guides are gently saying to you, it's okay to let go. You don't need to spend any more sleepless nights on this. But you do need to be afraid. Wrong way to say that. You need to be aware that if you let your guard down, that pattern may come back in and affect what's going on in your world. And that's why they're saying, be afraid to go to sleep. Be afraid of unawareness. Be afraid of oblivion. Be afraid of not being present. Okay, let's look at this other energy here, King of Wands. This is the new start. This is the new beginning. This is an opportunity. Okay? So, and they're going to do a double meaning with me here, so hang on a second. What is our double with the King of Wands? Okay, there's a funny thing about an opportunist here. So it's being open and aware of opportunities, being open and aware of what is coming towards you, but also being careful that you're not involving yourself with opportunist energies, either with yourself or with another person. Okay, so if you're out for all you can get, or if that person is out for all they can get, that's not the right place to be going for. That's not beneficial for either of you. When you go into something focused on what you can get rather than the balance of giving and receiving, you always end up losing something. And it never works out for the other person either, or the other party. So be aware of that opportunistic behavior from someone or someone else. This is also why it's so important to be aware, okay? Because if someone is trying to take advantage of you, you need to be aware and you need to be on top of really laying a good boundary. Okay, let's get a little taste of what your soul is teaching you through this reading, what the message is from your soul. And this is the part that I will go into the extended about. I also want to expand this Ace of Pentacles energy and get a little more specific about where you actually are right now. So let's just get a little taste of the soul message. Okay, cards are not being cooperative. Okay, Four of Wands. Clean slate, open slate. All right, it's up to you. You can choose which way this is going to go, for your benefit or not for your benefit. But again, there's openness in this image here, keeping your eyes and your frame of mind, everything open and receiving everything, concluding not early, but waiting till you've got all the information and look at everything very impartially. There's no people in here, okay? So everything needs an impartial eye. So this lesson is also about discernment for you. Okay, Libra, thanks so much for joining me again. The extended version, you can find the link in the description below, and I'll look forward to seeing you over there. I'm really curious to see what else your soul has to tell you about this reading. But if not, I'll look forward to seeing you next time, and have a good one.